Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I suppose I could do these now because I don't have to read anything, so I'm going to do them now.
I love
It's
those so
blissful.
much.
It's blissful outside.
You are so cool.
I'm in the pink. So, yes, welcome to the show. Welcome to Meeting with the Mediums. And thank you so much for being here, Joan and Jenny. And Jenny, I'm going to put you up here with Joan. I like to take the bottom when I'm working with two folks. Yeah. And so we got some beautiful color today. We got purple, we got blue, and we got pinks. Yeah, there you go. So that's awesome. It's always wonderful to have you back. Jenny has her own channel, Starfish, and she also does Akashic reading, not classes, but shows with Sherry, Trancing with Spirit. Is it on Mondays? Is it on Mondays?
Right now it's on Mondays, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mondays, okay.
At 7. Right
And Joan is busy on Mondays too, I believe, with the Psychic Triad. Yeah.
Yeah, usually with Jean and Terry or whomever on Mondays. We're not doing it quite as often over the summer, but it's always good to read with those ladies.
Yes, absolutely. So so these ladies have been in the loop for many, many moons here. And speaking of, we're in the new moon cycle. So just a reminder, today is the 6/6 energy portal. I was just on with JJ and we talked a little bit about it. And it's a new moon and time to set your intentions. So thank you. And so we got some people here. Welcome back again. And Harley, I'm glad you got in. I don't know what in the world happened to you before when you couldn't get into that. That was strange. All right. So Teacher Barbara's here, Froxy, Harley, Tropical Empress, and who else is here? Moonchild. And yes, Moonchild. Actually, Jenny does do past life. So if what you would want to know, though, is kind of a question around it. Like, for instance, did I have a past life in Egypt? Or did I have this issue in a past life? Like I'm afraid of cats or something like that to give Jenny a thing to focus on. So if you want that, that's fine. You can put that up there.
now. Actually, in our show on Monday nights, we're starting to meet people that we knew before in Savannah. Because it turns out that Sherry and I were, we were sisters, but we weren't. She had a black father, she had a white father and a black mother, and I had a white mother and a white father. So now we're starting to find people
people that knew you.
Members. The last person we found was our grandmother.
Oh, and, wow.
She's our age now. She said,
it's a family affair.
So we're getting all these family members, which is
I love it, Jenny. That's awesome. That's really cool. And it might make sense. Why wouldn't you know all of us really in some connection in some lifetime?
Know each other.
Yeah, we all know each other. Absolutely. Wow.
In some way.
So hello, Jen and Marby and Mousy and Anya and Martha Bean. Thank you. Welcome. And hi, Paula. Welcome. And Jenny S. Okay. We'll put that in. We'll have Linda Kennedy. You're water walking. Is that what you said? So you're walking like along the beach in the water? Is that what you're doing? Okay, maybe. You've been feeling sad for months, Paula? Okay, we'll ask about it. Yeah, I don't. You did. Okay. Moonchild, your granddaughter's birthday is today. She's 17. Yay. It's okay, Paula. I have you, and thank you for your donation. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. All right. So, got you guys all down. Jenny is in Charleston, in beautiful Charleston, and she is enjoying sort of a reunion with an old friend who lives nearby now. And Joan got a chance to go away and go out in water. It's waterboard. Is that what it's called? Because waterboarding could be something else too.
Yeah, I didn't go. What do they call it? Paddleboarding. But I'm going to do that when I go visit my family in Montana this summer.
Oh, there you go.
I was snorkeling in a trip to Puerto Rico with my niece.
Oh, you went to Puerto Rico?
Wow, yes, to Vieques, a little island off the coast of Puerto Rico where they have feral horses and a bioluminescent bay and all kinds of wonderful deserted beaches. They used to
Oh,
be
how
that used to be a bombing target for the Navy.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
It's a cool
So
place.
you've been to Mexico on vacations and now Puerto Rico. Do you speak Spanish? Do you speak?
I'm on day 504 with Duolingo, but I don't think I could put a sentence together for you.
You can say cerveza, so you can get a beer, and maybe a few other things.
But she spoke Spanish well, so that helped us.
Oh, that's good. No, that's good. Yeah, because sometimes it could be an emergency. I remember I have very, very bad French. And I was I think it was Luxembourg with my ex-husband, and I had a headache that I really was in a bad way. And we went in, and the guy said, parlez-vous français, and un peu, whatever. And then I said, mal à la tête. I'm sick in the head.
Mal day.
And he says to me, you pregnant?
Oh.
Yeah, I said, no, no. It was very interesting. We learned how to do those antics to figure out what we needed to tell each other about. So,
yeah. I was in Paris once and I was looking up and I fell off a curb and injured my leg. So I had to go to a pharmacia or whatever you call it. And they didn't speak any English. So I was just pointing at my leg. And so she gave me a kind of like a crutch that worked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good. Just take your the weight off of the foot of the leg. Yeah. Oh God.
But yes, when you're alone somewhere and you can't speak the language, it's challenging.
Yeah, it is challenging. Sherry dropped by to say hello. Thank you, dear. Hi. That's wonderful. Sean G, you want a reading? Okay, but tell us what or what you want read. Okay, so I can. And if it's a person, we need a first name. All right. Anya says beer in a bathroom is what she knows how to ask for. Beer in a bathroom. So yeah. Harley wishes she could jump in your luggage. Horses on the beach must be beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, they're just everywhere, just like around town.
Yeah, they're feral. Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to explore Wisconsin with Sherry. You never realized how much my cup has been empty. Oh, yes, honey. I went to Wisconsin with my son. We went to the Dells, and he didn't care for it because it was too commercially, but it was just fun. And of course, stopping at there's a cheese head place you can go and buy cheese and stuff. So it's a lot of fun.
What are what's the Dells? What is that?
The Wisconsin Dells are it's like a lake, I think, or a waterway.
There's a river, and so it's like this canyon or this area where you can go.
Yeah,
rafting.
We went on a boat around
the
Dells. Yeah, it was very pretty. It was a long time ago, but I remember it because it was beautiful. So yes, hi Jill. All right, general guidance. All right, dear. And Randy, how are you? It's good to see you, Randy. Thank you for being here. Jillson in, and nice to see you. Your daughter's family is there today, Moonchild. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started because, as you know, we got people coming in later. And so I'm going to start with Teacher Barbara. And Teacher Barbara is, she'd like to know about her grandfather, John. Is he watching over my dad? Is he okay with my mom's anger? I keep trying to speak to him, but I just get, I am here. I believe that her dad has a dementia. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just going to put that up. Whoa.
Okay, I'm seeing him. I see him kind of as maybe this wasn't, anyhow, he's representing to me as someone with salt and pepper hair, and he's got his arms crossed in front of him. So tell me, John R., what is this about? It's more like a time, a feeling of protection, sort of like he's trying to hold everybody close. And I'm asking him about your mom's anger, and he is saying, or he's giving me the feeling that she is doing the best she can. And this is her way of dealing with things. And Spirit's not holding it against her, but I'm hearing a thing that my parents or my mother used to say: we're all on our own growing schedule. We can only be where we are at this moment. And that's where she is at the moment. So, and now the wind's coming up and blowing his hair back. And he's just saying, just let it blow past you. She's doing the best she can. This is just her way for right now. So let it blow through. And now I'm seeing he's encouraging you to make a heart connection to yourself, to your mom, and to him, and it's all it's all going to be okay. Let me draw a card and see what else I can. And I got 2 cards for you. One of them is the Archangel Ariel, who's saying connect with nature. That might kind of help release some of the issues going on. And then the Canary, step forward and sing your song. There's power in finding your voice. So, let her be who she is, but you be who you are too, and don't stifle your opinions.
Okay, good. Thank you. Jenny?
I just got lots and lots of love coming from him, and he's sending you love and appreciation, and he's also sending her love, and also your father too. So he's, like Joan said, he's love and protection, and no, he's not angry at her at all, at your mother, because she's doing the best she can. So and they don't get angry on the other side.
No, they don't. That's true.
They just send love. But he is with you very much so. So yeah. And it's not
I'm
easy
sorry.
to do that. It's just not easy to do that. So just keep grounding, and like Joan said, take a walk in nature or something.
Yeah. She needs time for herself. Maybe you could go over and spend time with Dad for a short period of time and let her go to Walmart or whatever she wants to do. Yeah. I have your grandfather saying she is a sovereign of her own self, and her own, and whatever anger is coming out is just her frustration, I think, with what's going on. And I'm going to tell you right now, Barbara, I get really angry about silly things sometimes because I'm frustrated that I have too much going on. So yes, it is important that she takes time away, even if it's just a walk outside. And yes, you be you. You be you, Barbara. I get the sense, oh my God, Barbara's husband is very MAGA, and Barbara's not.
Oh my.
And so she made a sticker and stuck it on his truck on the passenger side that says 34-4-45. I get the sense your grandpa thought that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Said, stay optimistic. Stay optimistic, girl. I love you. Look at him. He's sending so much love to you, Barb. Yeah.
It is hard. When I was being the caregiver for my husband, I would get angry, and I'm an Aries, so I had to yell. I would yell. And then as soon as I did it, it was over. I didn't hold on to it. It was just gone out of me.
Right. That's what happened to me actually Monday when the electricity went for 18 hours. And it was just like, I'm done. I'm done with this, and I yelled, but mine doesn't like it when I yell. He thinks for some reason that I'm yelling at him. It's got nothing to do with him. So anyway, I get it.
As long as we're doing yelling stories. I never yelled about when my husband was ill, but when I kind of would lose it down to my last nerve when my son was a toddler or little, I would open up the basement door. I probably said this before, and just scream down into the basement. Ah! Then shut it. Like, okay, now I can go off and not like take it out on anybody else.
Oh, that is great. I wish I had a basement to do that. That would be wonderful. I do have a crawl space. Maybe I should go out and open that up and yell in there. There you go. That's actually a good idea. I'll scare all the mice under there as well. So yeah. Yes, dementia. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, the sticker still doesn't know. Richard still doesn't. Oh, okay. we're all pulling for you, Barb. Yeah, honestly. Yep. Oh, wow. All right. So we have Tropical Empress and Spirit. Are you new here or did you change your name? Because some people are changing their names. So I'm glad you're here either way. But you wonder if your mom will come through today since it's her birthday, knowing I lost her when I was 19 and never got to say goodbye. I'm so sorry. That's too young to lose your mother. Her name is Peggy. Thank you, dear.
Did she like to sing? My throat chakra is lighting up.
Ooh.
But I'm getting the impression that to lift that feeling of sadness about not being able to say goodbye, because you have said goodbye and she's heard you a million times, and it is and is there, you know, I know it makes you feel bad, but it didn't matter to her because she's been in constant contact with you, watching over you. Show me something, Peggy, that would be meaningful.
She sang to her in the car.
Okay. I got that feeling of singing.
Yeah.
And let's see if there's a card that would be helpful. Oh, Archangel Brachial, who's saying, live outside the lines. She's kind of saying, go for it. I don't know if she was, and it's hard to see in this card, but he's a really cute guy. Kind of looks like Prince. So yeah.
Wow.
She's encouraging you to, you don't have to be the traditional person. Go live outside the lines.
Wow. There you go. Live outside the lines. All right.
Yeah, she's a very happy person. She loves to sing and dance, and she's encouraging you to sing and dance and be happy. That's what she wants for you, is to be happy.
Uh-huh. Wow. Let me pull some cards here. So it's her birthday. She left when you were 19.
Wow.
It is a long time.
Yeah.
Too early.
Mm-hmm.
Too early. Let's see if I can come up with another message here too. That's what I want.
She's a happy soul.
Did she like to ice skate, or maybe I'm just picking up Peggy Fleming or something? But I'm seeing her ice skating.
Uh-huh. Well, that's an interesting thing to see. Let's see if she's mentioned it or not. She was 41 when she died, and it sounds like her, Joan. Yeah. So, yeah, see if you can let us know if she ice skated. Yeah. I get here. She says, you shine, girl. You shine. You are beautiful. The things you have done in your life make me so proud to be your mama. It looks like she might have been a person that did a lot of hard work in her life, and she's recognizing it. But she said, with you, it was a labor of love, and so she loved you so much. She said she's sorry she had to do that. She had to make a change according to her contract that she made, but she realized that was way too young to leave you behind. And I think she just is your guardian angel. She's just following you all over the place. And yeah, she did take you ice skating as a kid. Well, there you go. She wants you to protect your flow. And so she says, when you're sitting and you're working and doing something, allow things to happen to you and not to push for things to happen that you want faster, because everything comes in divine timing. And this is just a little bit of a fishtail here that's reminding you that fish reside in the water, which is the subconscious mind as well. And it has to do with emotions. And she wants you to go down into them and remember all the good times that you can. Look at the pictures and know that I am only a breath away. I am not far away from you at any point. So please know this. Wow. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry we closed the questions. We already have enough for today. I'm sorry. Thank you for being here. Is there anything else, ladies, that came through that you want to say, or you all set? Okay. Thank you, Tropical Empress. Okay. So Moonchild wonders if she could hear from her mother, Sharon. Okay. Wow. Right.
When I tune into her, what I see, those collapsible fans? I think Gerald of Tarot Stash takes them out sometime. But she has one of those, and I can see her face, but she's fanning herself with it. And then she doesn't hide her face, but sometimes it's just there. So it's I don't know if she carried one or if it's a symbol that she was kind of a proper lady, or maybe like to keep a little bit of a distance, something that, she wasn't just all over you or whatever. But something about that fan. So Sharon, tell me more about this. And it's kind of got a Chinese or Japanese lovely, lovely design about appreciation for the arts and finer things. But maybe that there was just this gossamer thin film, like she wasn't in your business all the time. There was a little bit of distance that she kept between herself and others. But even with that, she was kind of saying that was just my natural way. Some people thought that I was a little distant, but I loved you and still love you through that. It didn't keep me from loving you in the best way I knew how. And I think she was just saying that feeling of distance was just kind of her personality or whatever. And for cards, I got the Archangel Chamuel, be what you want to attract. And the Pelican, follow the path of forgiveness to raise your faith. So she's kind of apologizing if there was kind of this feeling of distance. If you can just, if there's anything to forgive her for that. She was doing the best she could.
Thank you.
Yeah, she trusts you to take care of the family. She said you were the matriarch. You were the strong one, and she's really, really proud of you. And I think she thinks that you're a better mother than she was. I don't know if that's true or not, but she's really, really proud of you. And she says that you're just doing a great job.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask a question here, Moonchild, and hopefully you're here. And that is, was she humorous? Was she funny? Was she a wisecracker? Did she, I just want to put that out there so I can see if this card is. But the first card I got was active love, self-care. And she said, the more that she has been on the other side, the more she sees how, especially women and women that work and have children and have other things in their life, don't take the time to take care of themselves. And she said, I want you to always put that at the top of your list. Yes, you can't be a good caregiver. You can't be a good listener or whatever if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not reintegrating, self-care into your life. So she wants you to know that. The other one I got was, this is why I wondered if she was a humorous person. I don't know, maybe you're not here, is a wise guy. So it could be that she was funny, or maybe your dad is funny. I don't know which one it is, but It's like, it reminds me of the John Belushi in a way. You know, he was a wise guy, but he was funny. So that's the card I got for that. Again, I got the change card, and she's saying, I'm sorry that you had to go through the changes that you had to go through when I passed. So once again, it's women especially come through and say, you know, I'm in a better place, but I didn't always leave everybody else in a better place. Oh, you're the wise guy, Moonchild. All right. She's recognizing that then. There you
Good.
go. Yeah.
I'm
But,
also getting her say, take care of the little ones. And she keeps saying it over and over and over again. So
over and over again. Okay, Jen. There you go. The last card I get is, this is a message to you, and it's harvest the honey. And it's an 11 if you break it down numerologically. But this woman is beautiful with the flowers in her hair, all the beautiful sunflowers, and there's a bee right there. She wants you to recognize that bees take a very, very long time to make honey. And of course, it's really rotten when people take their honey away that they've made over you know, all the pollination that they've done. But we can also remember that we work really, really hard in our lives too. And to harvest the honey means to take stock of what it is that you personally have done in your life and remember how important you are. And that's a good message for all of us, actually. So thank you for bringing Sharon into us. Yeah. Oh, I was 18 and she was 39. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry to hear that. That's the second one today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that fan was just the distance for so much
It
of your
could be.
life. She was at a distance. Yeah.
It could be. Yeah. Moonchild, do you want Jenny to look at a past life? You put that up there afterwards, and I didn't see whether that you posted anything. So I'm going to move on here to Harley. And Harley says, when I write, what seems to come through are past connections with a close male friend of present. Was there an actual connection that has come to the present? Was I a performer in the past? There you go, Jenny. And of course, Joan as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing you as kind of a flapper era dancer, maybe in vaudeville shows or something. And you're all dressed up in something spangly and sequins and dancing with this guy who's wearing a bowler hat and pinstripe trousers and a black suit jacket. He's got dark hair, and you've got this routine, and you kind of travel from town to town together. So, Spirit, let me ask, is this a past life between Harley and this close male friend? They were performers together, maybe in the early part of the last century. Okay. Yeah. And I'm seeing more dancer than singer for you. And you're doing all the stuff like that tap dance thing where you go like this and anyhow, I don't know all the terms for it, but yeah, it was kind of fun to see. That's what I get. How about you, Jenny?
I think that the two of you have been together many, many times. So I'm seeing you like on a bicycle, going down a country road, and there's the two of you. And I think that's in England. But yeah, you've had many lives with that person. So I know it's kind of hard to ask them, hey, do you feel like you've known me before? That's a hard thing to ask, but Yeah, you've definitely been together many times, and I think you're soul family. And sometimes you're friends, sometimes you're husband and wife, and sometimes you're uh, sisters, and then you flip back and forth. So yeah, you're very connected. I would definitely hold on to that friendship. That's it.
I had asked Harley if she was doing automatic writing, and she said she has no idea. There's stories that come in films in my mind. I'm trying to figure out how to do automatic writing. Well, you probably are, because you're taking them down. The films, you're getting the films, and then you're writing what the films have said. So I have these cards called the Akashic Records cards. So I pulled those and I got 3 different things. And it really wasn't about the man as much as what happened in that lifetime that was difficult. And I'm feeling if in fact it was the same lifetime as what Joan had brought up, flapper times, women were pretty much demeaned. No, and now you're a dancer, so you must be a loose lady or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you at that point you felt like a victim. You had some kind of victimization from that, and with that victimization came, what's the word I want? It's shame, because shame comes up too. It brought you shame, but it was like you loved it. It wasn't anything wrong with it. It's just the people at the same time. My aunt bobbed her hair in the 1920s, and her father was going to disown her because, you don't touch your hair. You don't ever look like that. It's saying that to have patience with the process that you're in, you are making progress with this lifetime connection that you have. And the pictures that are coming into your head are far more wonderful for people who don't have that ability to see that. There are only some people that either just know it or they hear it or whatever. So don't give up on that. And I absolutely think a close male friend of yours is back in your life because you were together in some other lifetime. And but I think there was some shame there. And, I was watching, there's a new movie out and it's really crazy. It's about this lady sending letters with swears in them back and forth to people in the 1920s. And I thought, this is crazy, because the letters were unbelievable. And it was amazing. It was British. And I looked it up and it was a true story. Because
Wow.
Keith said, people didn't do that then. I said, well, apparently they did. It was in the newspaper and everything. So I think really that, that shame, that victim mentality can come back and haunt us in some way, that we might not be doing what we should be doing, or that, people pointing at you or whatever, but it's time for you to let go of that. So, all right. So Jenny, he doesn't believe in anything, but even poetry brings me to him. I feel like I'm more of a channeler or transcriber for what I hear. Don't feel like I'm a writer. Well, I have to tell you, all writing is channeling.
Yeah, all movies, all plays, even Shakespeare, it was all channeled information.
It is. Yeah, it is. It truly is. And so there's nothing wrong with that either. Yeah. So, yeah.
And I kept getting, from what I was getting, if there's just kind of this feeling like I've known you before, or a sense of ease with this guy, no matter what he believes, it's like you just spent so much time together in this one lifetime that I'm seeing, that it was almost sort of like a brother or whatever. And anyhow, that sense of ease of
it makes a lot of sense. It really does. Thank you, Harley. Thanks so much, honey. All right. So we have Anya Ashdown, and she's wondering who is with me the most from the other side. I've had a couple of mediumistic experiences in past years. Is this something I should pursue? Oh, yeah, Anya. And by the way, Val Kay and I are doing in August, we're doing a mediumship class. So if you're interested in that, it's 3 Saturdays in August. So she's fabulous. And I'm going to talk about how to do it with the cards and, that kind of thing. Yeah. All right. So let's see if we can figure out maybe we can tell you either by description or energy. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. You changed your question. Why don't we just throw this in with your question then, Anya, because I didn't see that second question there. So she'd like to hear from great uncle Emanuel Ibsen, who passed away in Sweden. He was a famous Danish artist. So maybe she wants to know if he's one of her guides or is around her. I'm so sorry, ladies. I didn't mean to
That's
do
okay.
that.
He's talking, Emmanuel Ibsen is talking about balance because he's showing me, I'm seeing him like from behind, like this way. And so I'm seeing him sort of 3/4, and he's got a slinky and he's going like this. And he was talking about how in his artwork, balance was really important. But that doesn't mean if you put a tree here, you have to put a tree here. It's balance in form and in line and in whatever. And he's trying to say it's important to have balance in life, and that your life is your artwork, and it doesn't mean, okay, if I do this on Tuesday, I have to do this on Thursday or whatever. But there's something about balance that he wants you to think about. And he's showing me this kind of, it's like a half a painting and half alive of him with the slinky balancing things. When I asked earlier about who is most with you, I got a guide named Gloria, a female guide. And okay, Gloria, tell me what you need her to know. And she is someone who's been with you for a long time, and is working with you now on connection. And she's kind of like the like you can go to her and she coordinates other guides and other people and other spirits who are coming through. But if you just need to have a general, just a general question, you don't know who to ask or how to do it, just say, Gloria, help me find, help me with this or that, and she'll be there for you.
Awesome.
So I got Emmanuel Ibsen, and he is like, okay, loud, boisterous, and just fun. And he says, I'm coming back, and I can't wait. He just keeps saying that over again. I'm coming back. So he's not saying when, but he said, it's going to be soon. I'm coming back. Wow. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, because time over there is like really long or really fast, one or the other, and they're busy doing stuff. So I love that. So what I get here is he says, it's too bad you didn't know me, because I am sure you weren't born then. But he says, I have a lot of backstory. There's a lot I could tell you about, but you weren't around, and so you probably heard about me through the others. And yeah, I was an artist, and I love my art. And this is a riot. Look at her eyes. Oh my God, OMG eyes, And what is she doing? She's reading cards. And that's what I get from Uncle Emmanuel. It's like, what are you guys doing down there? And he's really feeling like lighthearted by this. And he said, as far as I'm right there with all of you and have been forever, because I sit on the spirit throne. And so, always leave a chair open for those of us on the other side so we can come in. But we don't mind sitting on laps either, or sitting really in the corner. So it's all cool. He wants you to remember who you are. And so I'm sensing that your mediumship talents are just awaiting you. And it's amazing how fast they will come in. I remember the first time that I had it happen to me, I was on with Susan Lynn, and I just knew something, and I said it, and it was right. And so, it's just, when it's your time, it's your time. And Anya, I think it would be very good for you. Remember who you are. You're here to do the work like the rest of us, but you can have fun too. So
So
Your
yeah,
uncle said.
take dragonfly crystals and Aley's class.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of us in there.
Oh, he had to flee Denmark to Sweden because he married a Jewish woman. Yes.
No.
Yes. Yep. I love that. Your uncle is a hoot. Honestly, Anya.
Yeah.
Thank you for introducing. I'm sensing he's the one that's been with you from the family as well. You knew that though. See, because you asked specifically. So you did know. Thank you so much. All right. Jenny S., are you still here, my dear? I need to know Dad's first name. And if I don't hear from you, we'll skip over you. Julie, you have an Uncle Doc. Okay. Your brother, Hubert. All right. Everybody else did put a name. Okay. So let's see. Is Jenny S. here? Bogdan. Okay. Thank you, my dear. All right.
What's the name?
Bogdan,
Bogdan.
Bogden. Yep. Thank you, Jenny.
He's I'm seeing him, and maybe this is kind of carrying over from what I was seeing of the last gentleman, but he's got like, you know, a straw summer hat on, and he takes it off and he puts it over his heart, and he kind of is bowing to you, and he is saying how much it means, you know, how much he loves you, and how much it means that you really think of him a lot, and for some reason he feels indebted to you for the love you send just by thinking of him and keeping him alive in your heart. Okay, Bogdan, what can you show to Jenny S. that will be meaningful to her? I'm seeing a parade. He might be like, was he kind of patriotic, or maybe he was in the service, because the parade is going by and he, you know, putting taking off his hat and putting it over his heart when the flag goes by, kind of proper that way. And he taught you the right way to be respectful. And that was important for him. Even in times when people don't give you the proper respect, he taught you it was important for him to make sure that you had, you knew the right way. You knew he could be proud of you, and he might have been a little formal that way. And anyhow, he's sending lots of love, and he's saying, I got the Archangel of Clarity saying, rest, reflect, and recharge. So take care of yourself. And I also got the Condor, hold the highest vision of your life. You now possess the ability to move past any obstacles. So that's a good one too. He's helping you with that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Respect was number one, yes.
So he's telling me that he has the dogs. He's surrounded by dogs. He's taking care of the dogs. I don't know if you had dogs or he had dogs, but he has the dogs. And I kind of see him like in his place on the other side, on a farm, and there's a fence behind him with beautiful meadow and grass. He's saying, I have the dogs. Don't worry about
it. Okay. Wow. Another young person. Yeah. To me, that's young. But all right. So I got the wise guy card again. So I don't know. And then I get laugh with life at the end. So there's something about laughter in the family. And he's either saying you are filled with laughter, or you bring him smiles and chuckles, or whatever it is. He said, when you left, you were such an innocent, and you did. You said you left at 19. I know you weren't 19 months, but 19 is very young to leave family. So he said, you were so innocent. I was so worried about you. And actually when I passed, he said, then I could see you all the time. So then I didn't have to worry about you. He says, as a single act of love, and it's not the same kind of hat, but there's the hat. It's not straw, but it's a hat. It's like the respect thing. Yes, absolutely. And he says, be here and now. Enjoy every single moment that you have. If you stop and you don't enjoy it, then you can't go back to the past, and you can't go ahead until you know that being present is the most important thing you can do. But see, this is where I get laugh with life. Laugh with life. He wants you to smile and laugh and be happy. And he's always wanted that for you. So, wow. Very nice. The old wise guy comes through. It's either that or the chicken man in a chicken suit. I get that sometimes too. So, yeah, he was pretty strict, but I cracked him up. He grew up with dogs. Oh, that's great. That's great. Thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to crack up the old folks, isn't it? You're welcome, Jenny. For those of you who just came in, I'm sorry, but we have 15 minutes before the hour here, and we try to get everybody done, but we had closed the questions a number of minutes ago, so we can't get to you today. Paula's been feeling so sad for months. Do you think something sad is going to happen? Before we read for you, I want you to know, Paula, we're all going through it. It's absolutely in the energy of what we are. And I'm not diminishing your sadness at all in any way. I believe we have a collective PTSD, and so we can't help feeling the sadness of what's going on around the world. So there's that. But I don't want to diminish your personal sadness, because everybody's sad in different ways. So we'll see what we can find out for you.
Yeah, I'm seeing you as a little girl, and it's like you're in one of those little push pedal cars, and you're in this. It's not making any logical sense, but you're in this little toy car, and it's riding through this flow. I can see this energy flow. Like they're pretty much saying you're an empath and you're in the flow of this energy, but they're saying you don't have to go with the flow. You can kind of get out of that for a while and drive your little car up here now to be out of it for a while, and recognize that this is a separate place. And yet the car just wants to fall right back into it, to kind of go down the hill and go right back into that flow of traffic, sort of. That's just all energy. But yeah, you can steer your way out, even if it's just for a little while, and just so you can recognize that, no, this isn't me. This is just like being stuck in traffic or something. But because you're such an empath, you're feeling it a lot. So just do try to take some time to recognize that you're in it, but it's not you, and to just try to clear yourself of it. Do whatever you can, stand on the ground, hug a tree, whatever works for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I asked your Akashic Records Masters if they had anything to say that would help you, and they can be very short and to the point. And first of all, they said, go buy some ice cream and eat it. They'll say crazy things like that, but what they're saying is really do something for yourself that makes you happy, and do maybe a little something every single day, whatever it is. I like to listen to Motown, so if I'm not feeling too good, I'll turn on some Motown, and boy, I'm back.
Then you're there. I hear it.
But they said go buy some ice cream and eat it. Like what kind of ice cream you ate when you were a kid.
Oh, maybe with a sugar cone.
That place of joy.
Yeah.
And remind you what it feels like. And then also just try to pull in those memories of eating the ice cream. So I don't know. When I was a kid, we used to go to a what do they call it? It's where they made ice cream. What's that called? They don't have them anymore hardly.
Creameries.
Yeah, a creamery. We would go to a
Oh,
creamery,
a creamery, yeah.
and I would eat raspberry ice cream. And that's all. I don't, they don't really make raspberry ice cream anymore.
That's
but
right.
I have never ever forgotten it ever.
Yep. I was a black raspberry person myself.
Try to bring the memories, and like if you like peaches, go get some peach ice cream. Like just try to remember joy, because it will come back. It'll come back to you.
Yep, it will. It will. It's all those things. Sandy Miller says she heard plant some flowers. Well, that's a grounding exercise, and play in the dirt. That's another playfulness idea for you. So I got you have to stop being stubborn and uncompromising or bullheaded, Paula, because things come in their own time, in their own way. And so you're sad because you have expectation, and the expectations are not meeting what you're in your time frame. That's what I get. And that right now we're all in the middle of chaos. And it says, this is really difficult. Dragon energy is circular, and that's chaotic. So we're living in this crazy place, and then we have our own personal stuff going on. So you have to step away from the chaos. And they said, when you do, and have a discipline, and you don't have to be a ballerina, honey, but maybe you want to be somebody that listens to, people say meditate. Well, other people go, no, I can't do that. So go on and get, if you can, a visualization and lay down on the bed and let them bring you into a beautiful place. Terry Suzuki does that with Kiguru Spiritual Journeys. She takes us to all kinds of beautiful places and relaxes us, and but there's others on YouTube as well. So listen to that, honey. I really think that will help. But please know we're all with you. We all understand, and we hope that you feel much better.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah. You're not alone.
And I don't think that I don't think it's like she asked, is there something sad that's going to happen? So don't live in fear of that. Don't you just picking up on the energy.
And unfortunately in life, sad things do happen at times, but it's always balanced by good things. So, and sometimes sad things can be good things. It sounds silly.
So speaking of
learning about it in advance,
spiritual journeys, so she's been doing these healing series. Look up Kiguru Spiritual Journeys and listen to every single Akashic Records Master's healing thing that she has done, because that might help too. That might help you a lot.
Might do that. Yeah,
I'll listen to it sometimes, and I don't know, it's affected me, and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night and have this revelation. So it's
that's wonderful.
It can't hurt. So
can't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
And we are in the year of the dragon, and if a dragon is chaos, that's what's happening.
Oh boy.
So some of you who have come in late, I'm sorry we can't take your question. I have closed the questions before 3:00, so at Pacific time. So I can't. I've got to finish up the ones I've got. So Jen Bowles, a reading for the next 2 weeks, please. All right, Jen.
Hi, Jen Bowles.
Okay, Jen, thank you. Oh, yes, Anya, our third Ease Your Mind has a bunch of meditations and things you could listen to as well. Yep. Thank you.
Is there a decision that you need to be making, Jen, in the next 2 weeks? I keep hearing the Jeopardy music. Like you're giving or maybe it's a self-imposed deadline. So Spirit, what is it that she needs to know about this deadline or timing coming up? It's like you've given yourself a deadline, but they're saying like the world's not going to end if you don't meet this deadline. And don't get tied to it too much. Get done what you can get done.
It says, yep.
Okay. Yeah. There's something about timing. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell her that will be helpful? They're showing me the hourglass, and when the sand runs out, all you do is turn it over again, and then it runs runs again. So there's a plan B if you don't make it, and they're saying yes, do what you can to make the deadline, but it's not going to be the end of the world if you don't.
Okay.
Card. Yeah, I'm not seeing what that means. Allow abundance to flow to you effortlessly, says the osprey. So
Oh,
yeah,
wonderful. That's great. Jenny?
So I'm getting on the 15th, 16th, and 17th, these are going to get better. They're
Oh,
going to brighten up.
okay.
Yeah, so just
Things have already started looking up for her. She moved in with her friend, and she's got a place to live right now. So she's
Great.
next tackling a couple of other things coming up for her as well. And I got here that fortune is on your side. It's a good it's the 4-leaf clover. There's nothing more beautiful than that. It says here that you need to focus on prosperity consciousness, and I don't even mean with money, but that set your intentions, especially today. Speak them out loud, because today is the new moon, and by the time that the full moon comes, you should be able to see the results, Jen. So, make sure that it's all in positive talk, like I am healthy, wealthy, and wise, or I have everything I need to do the things I want, that kind of thing, or that everything I need. So work on that. It's a great time for manifesting. The second is, I wonder if you're going to find a boyfriend. Cupid's arrow. But watch out for anybody that's a gossip. Be careful what you tell people. Be careful what you tell people. And I don't even mean your roommate, of course, because she's your friend. But there are other people that you just be careful. That's all. And it's happened to me so many times with people that you wouldn't expect it to happen. You're just like, oh, that person kind of is catty about me, really?
Well, that's the truth.
Yeah, isn't it? It is, Jenny.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so,
but when I look at your photograph, if you ever are feeling down, just look at that photograph and the positive energy that comes through there. And just look at that picture and say, yes, that's me. That positivity, that flow, that optimism.
And she's just like that. She's got that, that's
just great.
Positive attitude.
That'll carry you through.
Oh, good. I'm glad, honey. All right. So I have Sean G. Just so you know, I have Julie, then Diamond, then Carolyn, then Andy. And we'll try to get to you. We're right at the top. Ladies, are you okay to go over a little bit?
Sure.
Can you? Okay. So you just want some general guidance, some kind of a spirit message, I guess, whatever God needs you to hear.
Oh God, I get the weirdest stuff. I see right away, it's like the heart lit up and it said, lead with the heart. And then you were moonwalking. So you're sending out this love for I don't know, for humanity or whatever forward, but then you're like moonwalking backward. So it's like lead with love and get out of the way. So you're kind of like, I don't know what that means to you, but that was the message I got. Lead with love and moonwalk away.
Oh, okay. You didn't get the job and you're feeling discouraged. I'm sorry, Shauna.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't the job for you, though.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got to look at it that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
There is another one.
Let's see what we get for you here. Ooh. God is telling you to go through a cleansing. And you can do that by a little bit of a ceremony. If you can, get yourself some sage or get yourself spray sage. They even have it in a spray bottle because some people don't like smoke. And you just sage yourself. You set your intentions at the new moon and cleanse and clear yourself and ask for the best possible outcome. And look at how God is streaming down on you. He says, I'm protecting you. When something doesn't go right, you're being protected. And that's exactly what Jenny said. The job wasn't for you. It cut out the distractions. And it says it would have been a double-edged sword. And I think they protected you for that. So cut your distractions out, keep looking for work, and I think you're going to find the work you need. And Anya, thank you. Rejection is God's protection. That's right. That's right. But I do understand you want to pay your bills. And
Yeah.
I understand. I really do.
So your Akashic Records masters are saying, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to win. Just
never give up.
Plug it along. What's going to happen?
There you go. Thank you for your question. And I hope things get better for you and you find the job that you want and need. All right. Thank you, Jenny, for your donation. Jenny S. Appreciate it. So Julie wants to have a message from her Uncle Dog. That's so funny. That's what my brother was called by my kids.
I have an Uncle Doc too. Except
do you really? Oh my goodness.
Uncle Doc. He was generations back, but everybody called him Uncle Doc.
Okay.
Okay. All the Uncle Docs.
Mm-hmm.
No, Julie's Uncle Doc.
Yeah. Hi, Viviani.
So I'm getting, he's saying, fly high. He wants you to soar like an eagle.
Oh.
No matter what you do, just keep yourself afraid.
Wow.
I'm getting the song from, I think it was from the 70s, Crystal Blue Persuasion, the lyric that goes, love, love is the answer. And before I got that, I saw him with the stethoscope and everything, and the prescription is love. So the prescription is love, and love is the answer. Okay. It heals everything. And now I think he is thinking of that. There might have been something in the family, family rift or jealousy, or I don't know if this is intergenerational or going back in the past or what. But he's asking you to just put love on it, and then that's going to heal things. Yeah.
All right. That's great. Jenny?
I already said mine.
I already said it. Okay. So this is interesting. When I get this, you may not know this, but there's a lot of people that feel like other people are hovering sort of over their graves, and they go to the cemetery to talk to the person. And of course, that's your business, everybody's own business. But what he's trying to say here, I believe, is that please tell everybody they can just talk to me like you and I, like we're having a conversation. You don't have to go to the cemetery. That's just my bag of bones. You know, I just sense that from him. He says, it's been a while. It's been some time. I don't know how long he's been gone, Julie, but he said, you've grown, or you're different, you know, but you're a beautiful woman, and he loves you dearly. And he said, I remember when you were just a little girl, you were a wholesome little girl, and look at you, and you've grown into this beautiful woman. He said, make sure that you follow some of the ancient wisdom. It's interesting that if he wasn't, now see, my brother was called Uncle Doc because he was the Doc of Rock. And then these ladies start talking about songs, and I'm like, oh my. But there are other people that are doctors that are like doctorates that are teaching colleges and so forth. But he says, keep the ancient wisdom. The ancient wisdom is just as important as the modern medical technology that we have today. And it's available to us through the Native American community. And I'm not suggesting he was or you are, but he said there's a lot of herbs and a lot of things that can help people. And a lot, if we just allow that to happen. So that's what I get for you, Julie. Yeah.
I still keep seeing like the bird just on the wind, like just not flapping his wings, just going
soaring.
So that could even be
Yeah, that's right. Soaring
And
around
Harley,
you.
Medicine
Harley,
woman or something.
yeah. Harley, thank you for the lyrics to that song.
Yeah, we're a bunch of song singers on these channels, I tell you. Okay. Diamond would like a message from her brother, Hubert. I miss him and his humor. Carolyn, are you still here? And Andy, are you still here? Please just let me know. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you.
Did he die from some heart-related thing? Because right away I felt my heart chakra light up, sending you love, but then my actual heart, and especially on the left side, was starting to hurt a little bit. So, or
Mhm.
there was a presence there. So that might just be love, but it kind of felt more like the physical heart. There might have been something going on with him there. Um, but he was sending lots of love and heart on the left side. And then my throat chakra lit up that, again, maybe he liked to sing, or you two as kids sang together. I did get the feeling that there was a close sibling relationship, that you might have been closer than a lot of siblings are. It was, did the usual sibling spats and things like that, but there was a really nice connection.
Mm.
And he's there trying to help you through and sending love and healing. Let's see if the others have something to say. Oh, let go of convention, the heron, and follow your own unique path. So he's
Ooh.
encouraging you to do that. And I hope that that is something helpful or something relates there. How about you, Jenny?
Well, I'm getting this huge personality, and he's showing me as what I would consider like a genie, like standing there with his arms like this, and his legs
Uh-huh.
out, and a big smile, and he's like, "I'm your genie, and I'm making good things happen for you."
Oh, wow.
That's what I
That's
got.
awesome. I love that. It reminds me of the Robin Williams one. Remember when he was Aladdin, I think it was, and
Yes.
he came. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. All right. I don't know if she's here, so I don't know if he's a Libra or he was a judge. That may or may not be true at all, but you got the justice card. It could also be like, I got justice for whatever happened and I'm in a good place now. I don't know. The next one is he's making cocktails for you, my dear. He's saying, "Oh, come on over and when you're ready and we'll have a drink." It's like, I can see his humor here. He's just, cheers to you, sis, And then seriously, he said, "It was a privilege to be your brother, my dear. And I want you to know if you see my head looking down, it's looking at you. And you were a great sister. I love you. And you still are my great sister." So that's what I get for you, my dear. Thank you. All right. So we have two more. We have Carolyn and we have Andy. And then we'll be finished today. Carolyn's looking for a message from her dad, Vernon, who died 20 years ago.
I'm seeing the white dotted line on a highway. So at first I'm thinking, well, something about driving, maybe he was in an accident or whatever. But then I'm hearing some, oh, anyhow, it's referencing something from my past about following the line. And he's saying you don't have to always follow the line. You can break things up. Like there's the solid line on the side of the road and then the broken line. And then you don't, you don't have to follow the straight line. You can break it up a little bit and still go in the same direction, or you can do curlicues. It's not all written in stone. There are suggestions on your life path for you to follow, but you are here. This lifetime is, there's like things that you plan to do, but it's sort of like a create your own story, create your own ending. You can be creative within that. So I think he's feeling like you might be feeling stuck, or like, oh, I have to do this either because of earthly obligations or soul contract stuff that, oh, this is just my fate. There's still options for free will and creativity within this plan. And he's encouraging you to kind of make the curlicues. And even if you're going to be going in this direction, there's still freedom for you. And he's encouraging you to take advantage of that.
All right.
Caroline, are you thinking about writing a book? He's encouraging you to write a book. So, what else do I have? Well, if you haven't been thinking, if you haven't thought about it, he wants you to write a book.
Write a book. She is in a book. The Ghost Chaser Chronicles. There's pictures of her and information because she used to go into haunted houses and do readings.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
It could be that. Yeah, it could be that when she was younger.
More book.
More book.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that would be one. Thank you, Julie.
Yeah.
All right. So I get here home and I get this picture and I'm sensing that's Mom. And he says, I'm home with Mom most of the time. And her mom is like 95 years old or something. And she is coming to visit, I think. But Dad's saying, I've been with her even though it was a long time ago when I left, because, I'm hers. That's what he said. Was there something about religion? Like maybe you guys walked away from it, or you didn't believe in it, or there was some kind of a thing about religion. So I'm just putting that out there. And he's leaning over here and said, the word is expectation. And he said, I could come visit you one day too, and you'd probably be able to see me, maybe when Mom's with you. So I would say he's expecting this visit between you and your mom, and he might want to be there and enjoy the fun. Finally, he says, you are infused with so much sacred knowledge, Carolyn. You really are. And you don't believe that you are in some ways, but I can see it. I know it. And you live it. And so I just got this, and I love this. It's like the Hall of Records almost. And he says, you have the ability to see things other people can't see. So he's recognizing that. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. So I'm thinking Michelle Trahan is not here anymore. Is she? If she is, we'll do a really quick reading for her. Yeah. She probably left because I'm guessing. I'm sorry. All right. So Andy went to Scotland. He went into nature. He wonders if it opened up anything for him spiritually. And Andy has his own channel. So he's kind of a busy guy.
I get that a bell was rung. Somehow there's and you know how when a good bell is rung, you can hear the vibration for a long time, and that it's still vibrating within you. And then I see you walking around and you've got jeans on that are cuffed up, and there's like these little things in your cuffs that you brought home with you, sort of like if you're hiking and you shake the dust out or something. But they're sort of like 4-leaf clovers or other little, I don't know, little elves or something were in the cuffs of your pants. It's not something that's not obvious, and like the vibration from the bell, it's not really obvious, but you brought it home with you, and in subtle ways, it's going to be of use to you. And yeah, so yes, indeed, it did change you.
Wow. Awesome.
I got the elementals, so I think that
Yeah.
goes along with what Joan said. The elementals are with you now.
You've got the fairies and the elves and all of that stuff with you, Andy. I got some great cards. I got this whole trip opened doors for you, which are portals, which is experience and enlightenment. I mean, and a whole new generation of helpers in the elementals, because they're all out there in the beauty of it. And look at this. It says you were under the sun, and you couldn't also help but feel the energies of the sunspots, but also the ascension energies that go along with it. So while you were there and you were enjoying your time in this beauty and bounteous nature, you were doing all kinds of work to heal your soul. So I just feel like that's very true. And in fact, it says here, you have transfigured up a level or more, that you have the ability in your own hands to continue doing your own work for whatever it is that you're interested in. And you got a bit dirty in the mountains. Well, that's the best thing to do. That's just the best thing to do. Getting down and dirty with the elements, brings your energy in and brings them in. It felt really good. Yeah, I bet it did. I bet it did.
Yeah, and you got 2 cards with, light in his palms.
Yes, absolutely.
Andy the healer.
Andy the healer. Absolutely. So thanks for waiting till the end of the show. Sorry it took so long. Thank you to Jenny, my dear friend, and my friend Joan for being here with us today, and all of your beautiful readings that you did. And yeah, love you guys.
Thank you, Aley.
Yeah, you're welcome. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.